What's up, GlowLiners? Get ready, because we're kicking things off with a rapid-fire look at the news that's got everyone talking. First up, a massive crowd gathered at Niagara Square for a heartfelt memorial honoring the incredible legacy of Charlie Kirk. This wasn't just any gathering. It was a powerful tribute following his tragic passing, drawing people together to remember the impact he made. And the story surrounding Charlie Kirk's death continues to unfold with astonishing details. We'll dive deep into the incredible account from Sheriff Nate Brooksby, who described the remarkably peaceful surrender of the man accused in the killing. This was no ordinary arrest. It was a delicate operation guided by family and a sheriff determined to handle it with the utmost care. But the narrative doesn't stop there. Prepare yourselves for the wild theories swirling around the alleged text messages from Tyler Robinson. We're talking about claims of a script, skepticism from all sides of the political spectrum, and a deep dive into why these messages have ignited a firestorm of conspiracy talk across the internet. And finally, we're taking you across the country to Minnesota, where hundreds gathered for solemn candlelight vigils and prayer services to honor Charlie Kirk. These events provided a space for community and shared grief, reminding us of the widespread impact of his life and loss. Don't go anywhere. We've got all the details and more coming up. Make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell. A city mourns, Charlie Kirk honored at Niagara Square. Niagara Square was transformed into a sea of mourners this week, all gathered to pay their respects and celebrate the enduring legacy of Charlie Kirk. Hosted by the Constitutional Coalition of NYS, this solemn memorial followed a wave of similar tributes across the nation, solidifying Kirk's impact as the founder of Turning Point USA, a prominent conservative youth organization. The event comes in the wake of a profound loss, as Kirk was tragically killed on September 10th after being shot during an event at Utah Valley University. The shockwaves of his death have resonated deeply, prompting widespread remembrance, including a candlelight vigil held just days prior in North Tonawanda. The gravity of the loss is underscored by the upcoming memorial service, which is slated to feature prominent figures such as President Donald Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance, highlighting the significant influence Kirk wielded. The outpouring of grief and remembrance speaks volumes about the deep connection people felt with Charlie Kirk. From local community gatherings to national tributes, the sentiment is clear. Kirk's vision and activism have left an indelible mark, inspiring a generation and sparking crucial conversations across the political landscape. His passing has undeniably created a void, but the continued remembrances ensure his message and influence will not be forgotten. But how did the man accused of this unthinkable act end up peacefully surrendering? We've got the incredible details next. Stay tuned for the exclusive account from the sheriff himself. Peaceful surrender. Sheriff details arrest of alleged Charlie Kirk assassin. Washington County Sheriff Nate Brooksby recounted a tense evening that culminated in the remarkably peaceful surrender of Tyler James Robinson, the 22-year-old accused of killing Charlie Kirk. Brooksby received a call from a retired deputy, relaying that he knew the shooter's family and that the suspect was in Washington County, willing to come in voluntarily. This unexpected turn of events set in motion a delicate negotiation, far removed from a typical manhunt. Robinson is accused of the brazen murder of Kirk in front of an estimated 3,000 people at Utah Valley University. After surveillance images were released, Robinson's parents, fearing their son's involvement, contacted authorities. Sheriff Brooksby revealed that Robinson's parents played a crucial role, convincing their son not to flee to a remote area where he might harm himself, and instead guiding him towards a voluntary surrender. Robinson, aware of the mounting pressure and fearful of a violent confrontation with law enforcement, agreed to a low-key, non-confrontational arrest. The sheriff described the surrender conditions as almost inviting, emphasizing his willingness to make concessions to ensure a peaceful outcome. Robinson arrived at the sheriff's office with his parents, and the retired deputy was not handcuffed and was treated with civility and humanity. While Robinson's case is being handled by state and federal authorities, the sheriff noted the profound shock of apprehending a suspect with local ties, even attending the same high school decades apart. Brooksby also highlighted the community impact, with unrelated individuals named Robinson facing harassment, urging the suspect's family to lay low. But as authorities piece together the events, a new storm is brewing online, with alleged texts sparking a firestorm of controversy. What's really going on? Find out next as we explore the script that's dividing the nation. A script, alleged Charlie Kirk assassins, texts fuel conspiracy theories. The release of alleged text messages from Tyler Robinson, the 22-year-old suspect in Charlie Kirk's assassination, has ignited a firestorm of skepticism and conspiracy theories across the ideological spectrum. Prosecutors in Utah published exchanges where Robinson appears to confess, but countless social media users, including prominent influencers on both the left and right, have cast doubt on their authenticity, with many claiming the texts were fabricated by authorities. Critics argue the language and tone are inconsistent with a 22-year-old, and the narrative of the shooting is too detailed and forthcoming to be believable. Right-wing commentator Matt Walsh suggested the exchanges were scripted to shield Robinson's transgender partner, a claim echoed by Steve Bannon, who called them too stilted. On the progressive side, influencer Majid Paytalin, Brooklyn Dad Defiant, stated he didn't believe a 22-year-old would write such messages, comparing it to the "How do you do, fellow kids?" meme. Liberal commentator Joanne Carducci agreed, noting the rare cross-ideological consensus that no one is buying these text messages. Experts suggest this phenomenon is fueled by a polarized social media landscape and a pre-existing distrust of government narratives. Professor Eric Oliver notes that such events, particularly those with extraordinary circumstances, create a vacuum filled by suspicion. While prosecutors maintain the texts are authentic, and legal experts dismiss fabrication claims, the controversy highlights how easily unfounded theories can take root, especially when they tap into existing fears and powerlessness. The alleged texts themselves provide a glimpse into a possible motive, with Robinson reportedly expressing he had had enough of Kirk's hatred. While the internet buzzes with theories, communities across the nation are finding solace in shared remembrance. We'll show you how next. See how vigils are keeping Charlie Kirk's memory alive. Charlie Kirk remembered at heartfelt candlelight vigils across Minnesota. In the wake of the tragic loss of conservative activist Charlie Kirk, communities in Minnesota have come together to honor his life and legacy through a series of prayer services and candlelight vigils. Hundreds gathered across the state, creating spaces for shared grief, remembrance, and support following the shocking event that occurred at a college in Utah. The gatherings, held in locations such as Delano Central Park and Eden Prairie, provided a vital outlet for mourning. Attendees participated in worship, prayer services, and solemn candlelight vigils, with speakers including local faith leaders and representatives from Turning Point USA, the organization Kirk founded. Adam Dommeyer of Turning Point USA Faith shared the collective sentiment, stating, "We'll never forget because we lost not only a friend, an older brother." The vigils underscored the widespread impact Kirk had, resonating not just with his supporters, but with communities seeking to process the national tragedy. Organizers emphasized the importance of these communal events, noting that they offer a necessary public space for people to grieve together. Nick Schroeder, an organizer for the Eden Prairie Vigil, explained, "The whole point is that when Charlie Kirk died, the nation was mourning. So, people are sad. They need to get out into their community and take up that public space and pray with people." These heartfelt remembrances serve as a powerful testament to the connections forged and the influence Charlie Kirk wielded, ensuring his memory continues to inspire. From national tributes to hushed surrender stories, it's been a whirlwind week in the news. We'll recap the top moments right after this. And that's a wrap on today's top stories. We saw a massive memorial for Charlie Kirk at Niagara Square, the incredible peaceful surrender of the man accused in his death, wild conspiracy theories erupting over alleged texts, and heartfelt vigils lighting up Minnesota. What a week! Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to GlowLine for all your breaking news updates, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a beat. Also, drop a comment below telling us your thoughts on these stories, and follow us on all our social media platforms for more exclusive content.